Hello, everybody. It's Nevian for the Dark at Arms, etc. I'm feeling like absolute horse shit. So, I'm not gonna lie. This has not been a great day. I cannot wait for the spring quarter to start. So, this is my spring break stream, I guess? Question mark? Maybe I should check, please. I'm just gonna change the title real quick. There, that should work. All right. What am I working on? Well, I'll probably grab one or two other projects that I need to work on, but I'm working on a dice tower. I've already done almost all of it. Actually, let me grab my dice. Okay, so for those among you who are not familiar with D&D, you basically roll some dice. I'm gonna tip this down. So y'all need to see. I guess you don't. I don't know. Yeah. I'll put it like right here. So basically, it's a tower, right? Put a dice at the top. The D20s have a hard time going through, but most of the time they land. They come out. I made like a little spiral staircase type structure in this. You can sort of see it. I had to put like a sort of almost like a guardrail going down. I made this from the, as you can see, egg cartons. And I'm basically just going to be adding some spiffy shit, you know? Just going to be adding some shit to it. Yeah, the other dice roll pretty well right on through. And they, yeah, fairly consistent in rolling out. Here's a D8. Okay, so that one didn't roll out very well. We're going to try that one more time. There we go. Hence why I put the guardrail in. If I ever try to make another one, I'm going to have to go from the bottom up and work better. You can see I did some really, really rough, shitty cutting. I did that with, I think, my pocket knife. And then I just put some tape over it to like soften out the sharp corners and edges of the metal. And then I just painted over that with some fucking Sharpie. My Sharpies are almost out, but I've got calligraphy pens. I've got bad, cheap markers. I've got slightly less cheap, slightly less bad markers, including one blue Sharpie. The image that I'm going for with this is a ruined tower. Like, this is some buckshot sieged wizard lair. I do not like the streaming quality on this. What the fuck is going on? Yeah, I guess that's what we're going to be dealing with. Slurm. Ugh. Excuse me. It's about 7 a.m. where I'm at. I woke up at noon, so I'm going to be up to like 3 a.m. as per usual. I'm actually, one thing that I might want to try is to use pastels. Like, I might use my black and gray pastels just to make it look charred. This will probably not show up very well. Nor does it stick very well. So maybe the Sharpie is not a terrific idea. Let me see if I can do Probably a really light blue. This probably, if the Sharpie doesn't stick, that won't stick at all. No, that does, surprisingly enough. I think the paint adds a little bit of texture that this thing can use. I'm going to start with just this blue. We're going to just add some windows. Why not? Just a broken window. Don't know if you can see that at all. I mean, I can barely see it. It's fucking ridiculous. I wanted like a sparkly bluish gray, like to look like basalt. I couldn't find anything that I wanted, so this is what we got. Dum 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 ba-dum ba-da-dum ba-dum 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 ba-ba-dum dum 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 dum. Ba-dum 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 ba-ba-dum ba-dum ba-dum dum dum dum. It's not probably a very thrilling stream, but it's what you get for the Dork Got Arms. You know, yeah. I'm not doing very good. I'm not feeling very great today. I did a recording of a song that I wrote, and then while I was like putting in the subtitles and shit, I recognized that my intonation, like the consistency of my pitch of staying in tone, is bad. I'm just not where I would like to be in my singing. Even if that is because I'm doing my own guitar stuff and I'm splitting my head between focusing on my voice and then focusing on like doing the right chords and shit. So that contributed, but I don't think that's a very good excuse for someone who's been a musician for, coming on 8 years, which does not feel great, given that I haven't practiced trombone at all. Just in general, feels like horse shit. Feels like I'm lying to myself, to the people around me. Well, that doesn't show up at all. Jesus fuck. It feels like it's impossible for me to actually do anything well. In the face of really my own bullshit. And, I have to keep on telling myself I got through the last quarter. I did. I succeeded. I didn't die. I passed my classes, even if only just. We added a creepy little figure into the window. Very difficult to see the red eyes on that. Because I had to pick a dark blue. Now, didn't I? Let's see if I can add more of an orange to those eyes. I don't feel like that helped at all. You see that better? I don't think I can really see that at all. Maybe if I give you guys, for fuck's sake, if I give you guys a light. Yeah, that doesn't look great. And of course, the damn pad came off of that fucking thing. This is what I get for trying to get less than professional grade equipment. Honestly, though, for the channel, I guess it's what's going to happen. It's just the byproduct of this not being my main priority. We're going to try to use a calligraphy pen. This will be very, very small. The Japan material SB56. It's very, very fine tipped. I think it's the smallest tip I have. So we're just going to what I really should have done is I put in the blue and then I sand away the cover. But this is a Perowene or a Peroline. You know, those like wafer rolls? It's one of those. Which I will say I deeply enjoy. But I'm not going to lie. This is kind of annoying. Not like the tediousness of the task that I've set before me. Got a little bit of brick pattern. Jesus Christ, I hate this fucking camera. Can barely fucking see it. God damn. Maybe it'll look different when it's done. I don't know. But, you know, that's okay. Sometimes you suck. I suck every day. That's another thing that's been bothering me is the attempt that I made to do an art stream, which ended kind of disastrously. Not because the stream is especially bad. It's just that I'm not very good. And the simple fact of the matter is, I'm trying to do a lot of relatively disconnected things. So I'm doing my college degree in religious anthropology, and then I'm doing my senior thesis, though, is occultism in fencing manuals. And I'm doing fencing, and I want to write about fencing, but I've also got all this fiction that I've got to write, and a lot of nonfiction ideas. And, you know, got shit like this. I've got fun little craft ideas that keep me grounded. God knows I can't do this. But I keep doing it because I feel like I don't have much of a choice. Even though I am choosing to spread myself a little thin, I'm doing it because I think, for the most part, I don't want to be defined as having done one thing my entire life. I don't want to be remembered as only having done one thing. So that's put me in a jack of all trades type situation where I effectively can't be good or memorable on anything or for anything. And yet, I'm still spreading myself thin to do a dozen things, if not more. So, on top of fencing and fiction and poetry and academic writing, I've also got, D&D. That's not something that I really can make a career out of, obviously. But if I'm being honest, I kind of like the idea of being an actor. I like the idea of being a comedian. But I can be both of those things indirectly, like as a writer, as the narrator. But I can't put down trombone. I can't completely abandon guitar. I have so many song ideas. And there are things that come to my head that only work as song lyrics. They do not work as anything else. But I have to work as anything and everything else. So naturellement, I feel stretched thin. I feel like I'm wasting so much time, or like the people who love me would think that I'm wasting all this time. That I should just settle for being one thing. I really don't want to. The fact that I Might have to. It's deeply scary. I'm okay with, I think, working as like a manager or whatever, or a consultant or whatever else my 10 years in food service, my bachelor's in the works for anthropology can get me. But here's the catch. I am fully no, that's not the right way. It's not right. Not the right way to say it. I'm okay with doing the bare minimum job in order to sustain myself financially. But in order to sustain myself emotionally, I need to be pursuing this shit. This stuff that my family doesn't know if I can commodify. And I shouldn't have to commodify it. I should just be able to enjoy it. But I want to share it, which means I want to be better. So that's the whole thing with my guitar and trombone and music composition. Art isn't art if it just exists in your head. That's an idea. But art is experiential. It has to be experienced. If it's just in your head, even you are not experiencing it. You have an idea of what it can be, but you're not experiencing it. I realize that this is, again, me getting weird and philosophical does not a good stream make. But you know, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Because I don't fucking care enough to like shut up or try to edit whatever the fuck it is I'm gonna say, whatever the fuck it is I'm gonna be or do. I know I'm just adding vines. I took these little weird divots in the egg carton thing, turned them into a balcony. If this was a wizard's tower, a wizard was living here. So, naturellement, it's going to be lived in. We can probably light brown. Let's make it a super, super light green. And it still comes out super, super dark. Because of fucking course it does. Well, we'll say that the plant invaded every corner of the tower. We'll say that it's like permeating. Again, I recognize that this is not the best stream, so yeah. I need to take things slow and quiet, I think. I'm gonna go on a walk later. I recognize that probably nobody watching this actually gives a shit, but that's not the point. Really not the point. This is actually not for me, actually. This dice tower. It's for my sister. Don't know why you guys need to know that, but I just feel like it's worth mentioning. I miss being able to talk openly with my family. I feel like now everyone's just so fucking judgmental. Including me. It's not like, oh, cut the toxic people out of your life. It's like, they're not toxic. Not really. Like, Katie's more conservative than most, but that doesn't fucking make her. Than most people in my family, I should say. That doesn't make her any less lovable. That doesn't make her any harder to love. Just doesn't make me feel like I'm loved because I can't open up to her. Because I know there's always going to be retribution. Because the things I need to talk to her about that she deserves to know because she's my fucking sister, she just can't know about because she's Katie. I also should not be using their fucking names. I'm gonna stop doing that. have some windows. I'm going to add more of this like brickwork, like it's gotten exposed in the siege. Yeah, so that's a thing. I keep looking at the screen like someone's going to actually show up to this. I'm just so fucking tired. And not because of the 3 a.m. thing. I don't think so. I'm just... It's so emotionally draining to be working on that project, that song, for long enough to where I really want it to succeed. And I'm spending hours trying to hone in on it. And then I do something stupid by just singing real flat. And I fuck it all up. Everything wasted, 12, 13 takes. Plus the, 20, 30 minutes writing the subtitles. C'est la vie. It's a teaching experience. I don't think I'm ever going to put that as a... I don't think it's ever going to be made public. I don't think that particular song should. Inevitably, it's going to, just fucking cuz. Ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum bum bum ba-ba-dum ba-ba-dum bum. It's the song that I did. Big Rock Candy Mountain. Oh brother, where art thou? I was doing another art project today with these. It's pastels, my oil paint. And I was making a sign for our fencing club. And I fucking made it way worse. Made it look like a piece of shit. Add some. I need a darker green. Let's see how much this works. Thrilling, I know. This looks dirty. I can't rub too hard with these. Because otherwise the damn thing's going to break. Even with all that super glue I put onto it. I'm not gonna lie though, I did finish a couple good books. Those reviews should hit in a little while. Not sure when or if YouTube's gonna demonetize me for having the fucking audacity to actually support a decent author. Who fucking knows? Interesting in everything all the time. Nope, that rubs right the fuck off. Great. I wonder what that's from. Let me fucking guess. All of that. Yeah. God damn it. So the calligraphy pen just isn't, it's just straight up not gonna stick. It's fucking fantastic. If I put the gold, if I put yellow, it's just gonna look. Yeah, that looks like this. I don't like that. All I ask is one to hold forever. I don't know. Yeah, that's not gonna work. I did recently finish 2 books. I'll probably do a separate stream. First, just patrons only. And this is annoying because it also, like, all this shit just sets the precedent for what the rest of my art is probably going to look like, which is bad. And that was the other stream I tried to do that I mentioned, was me doing digital art for, like, the first time. And of course I'm not going to be good the first time. Like, it's fucking stupid to think that I would be okay the first time. But I just didn't expect it to be so fucking difficult. And not difficult in the simple sense of, like, knowing the program. But, like, trying to do the things that I've seen other artists do. Like trying to layer, trying to shade. Just erasing, just the simple act of erasing just does not fucking work. we'll say for this tower, it's gold top, like that of the pyramids. It's being stripped away, not by looters, but by time. Just eroding shit. So many projects. So many ideas that I'll never fulfill. Not for want of trying. Because I don't know how. And that fucks them up. And on top of that, because I want to be the artist that I want to see in the world. But I can't be. That's not how human civilization, that's not how human lives work anymore. Can't be the polyglot who spends his time translating everything he wants to, unless you're a rich white man. Unless you are incredibly fucking rich. And the vast goddamn majority of these shitbags who have all the money and the power of the world use it to do what? Go to space. Even if they're not doing the art, I would welcome the sight and the news of them supporting artists. How did the idea of patronizing the arts, how did the idea of being a patron for like a painter or a sculptor, where did that go out of fashion? I don't know. It just doesn't feel great. Doesn't feel good knowing, watching all of my work be for nothing. It's hard. Trying to be the good that you want to see in the world is hard. I want to create the art that will help people, to make people think, or could just make them smile. If I can do that for at least one person, I should be satisfied. I want to be satisfied. But I don't know if I will. Not simply because it's like a big lofty goal to like make people happy in general. But honestly, because I don't know if I'll get to see that. I don't think I will. No matter how hard I try. Also, can we admit that pastels are just crayons for adults? But they are. It's tedious work, I think. don't see how anyone could really find that one thing. Singular calm. Kind of reminds me of the Disney movie Soul. I haven't seen it. From what I can tell, it does not really accommodate for folks with ADHD who have probably very, very different perceptions of a good life when it comes to arts and such. When it comes to pursuing what makes you passionate. I don't know how I'm going to explain like these different shades and everything. I don't know if we'll ever get to this particular setting, though. Still trying to work that out. Because for now, we're just doing a one-shot, but I'd like to do many, many one-shots with these characters so they can actually, like, get powerful and shit. Get to level 8, 9, 10 and such. This pen's out. Serves me right for buying 99-cent pens. Also, though, I suspect that weren't really made to be used quite like this. That looks like a pretty hot mess. think I might honestly call it here. It's because I'm fucking tired. And I'm honestly I'm gonna go on a walk. I'm gonna eventually have some kind of, I guess, technically dinner. Yeah. Maybe you can see it in action. D8. There we go. Let's try that again. There. Good roll. So I'm Demon for the Dark at Arms, etc. I hope you enjoyed this stream. I found it mildly relaxing, and I got at least one task done, even if it wasn't done very well. So, on that note, thank you. Subscribe if you want more. Like if you liked. See you next time. How do I end the stream?